The snowbanks have melted and temperatures are finally on the rise. On this edition of In the Valley, the grass won't be the only thing turning green as we look back at our town's annual St. Patrick's Day Parade, along with the growing local businesses that keep our community moving forward. Don't go away, In the Valley starts right now. Welcome to In the Valley. I'm Stephanie Keegan-Craver. Warwick is known for their celebrations, from Apple Fest to the summer concerts. There's a variety of fun activities in our town. For the past couple of years, near the end of winter, Warwick has been hosting an amazing celebration for all of its residents. Here is Natalia Jakob with the report.
Every March, the streets of Warwick, New York turn a vibrant shade of green as the community gathers for its annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. From bagpipes to marching bands, the tradition brings together locals and visitors to celebrate Irish heritage and small-town spirit. And with the help of familiar faces, the job gets done much smoother.
Well, this is the 5th year, and I'm just so glad that we have this parade in our community. It seemed like it was missing. I'm so glad and appreciative that they organized this and are putting it on yearly. It's very important.
The parade, which winds through Main Street, features dozens of groups, including local organizations, first responders, and cultural performers. One of the most iconic sounds of the day comes from the music of the bagpipes playing through the streets.
I like to play the pipes because I'm involved with other police officers. It's very important, but it's also important to celebrate being Americans at the same time.
Despite the Warwick snow just melting, crowds line the sidewalks covered in green and ready to celebrate. For many, it's more than just a parade. It's a yearly tradition shared with family and friends.
I'm here today because I love my community and I love Warwick, and I'm Irish.
And even as the cars drive by and the music fades, Warwick's St. Patrick's Day Parade once again proves that community spirit is alive and well, one step and one note at a time.
The St. Patrick's Parade is a great way to celebrate friendships, traditions, and community spirit here in Warwick. And as the seasons begin to change, that same sense of connection can be found in places across the valley. Tucked along the winding roads of Greenwood Lake is a place that's becoming more than just a stop. It's a standout destination. From quiet mornings to lively nights, one local spot is bringing people together in ways you might not expect.
With spring already here, people decide to go to the Greenwood Lake Garden Center, where what used to be a little shop became a little something more.
The history of the Greenwood Lake Garden Center is we opened in 2011 as a small garden center gift shop in the center of Greenwood Lake, New York. We stayed at that location for about 2 years. Then we moved to our current location on Route 17A, still in Greenwood Lake. Over the years, we've actually changed and morphed a little bit. During COVID, we changed into basically a grocery store, and we're an essential business, so we were open 7 days a week through COVID. And then once we came out of COVID, we kind of peeled away a little bit from the grocery store aspect, started serving more out of our cafe, out of our bakery, and recently started the tap house a few years ago, and that's where we're at today.
And as it continues, it becomes more than a shop, but more of a personal hangout.
Right now, it's only 2.5 miles away from my house. I pass by here all the time, but I've been coming to the garden center since they were located in the middle of the village. Then they moved here, and now they opened the trail side. I come here because all my friends here are very comfortable. We hang out, we play games. Sometimes they have evenings of making holiday wreaths. So we just come to all the activities, and the bartender is awesome.
All my friends tell me about this place. It's a really good place to hang out and very friendly. And great gardening.
And as the spring goes on, the Greenwood Lake Garden Center begins to flourish even more. I'm Brett Roberson with WVTV, signing off.
At the Garden Market in Greenwood Lake, Trails End Tap House blends fresh food, seasonal goods, and local events into one unique experience. It's a place that continues to serve its neighbors in more ways than just one. When we come back to In the Valley, we'll be joined by a special guest to learn more about what makes Dawson Motors so special.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy. It's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is being prepared for the journey ahead. Love doesn't let any concerns go unsaid. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax. It always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects.
Welcome back to In the Valley. Today, we are here with Kristen DeRosso Dawson from Dawson Motors. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Dawson Motors has been in our community since 1982, family owned and operated. Tell us a little bit about the history of Dawson Motors.
Well, yes, we've been here since 1982. My father-in-law, Bill Dawson, started the company. He actually started with a shop on Forester Ave, and he was there for over 20 years. And then in 2003, I believe, we moved up to our current location on Oakland. And we've been there for over 20 years now, which is crazy. But he just grew the business little by little. And by the time we got up to Oakland Ave, he had had his dealer's license for a little while. But once we were there with all the road frontage, he really kind of pushed the car sales. That took off, that did very well. But one thing, I'll point out is that we do a lot of car sales, but a lot of people don't know that we are just a full service auto repair shop. We work on anything, year, make, model, we'll do it all. We do more than just car sales. But yeah, he built a great business. I'm grateful to be a part of it. Me and my husband are now kind of running things, and it's a great place to be.
Yeah, we've sold you many a car.
Yes.
So what does a regular day look like at the shop?
It looks like a lot of different things. We do have our two different departments. We have the sales department, which a day can look like buying a car, selling one or more cars. It can look like just getting cars ready to put out on the lot. We have myself, my husband, and John primarily on the sales side. We're in and out all day long, looking at cars, buying cars, going to auctions. So it's a little bit more up in the air what goes on over there. And over in service, we've got a great crew over there. We have our shop foreman, Harrison, and he's wonderful. He really takes charge of the shop. He's in charge of doling out work, making sure everyone is on schedule, being safe, etc. And then we have Donna and Katie behind the service counter, who are kind of the between the shop and the customer. And so for them, the day looks like a lot of checking people in, calling them, letting them know what's going on, talking them through things so they understand what's going on. And that's kind of a basic day at the shop.
Nice. So what do you think would shock people watching about running a sales and service shop?
Honestly, I hope nothing. I think we try to be as transparent as possible on both sides of it. But I guess I would say that people might not know how much work goes into sourcing cars, buying them, getting them ready, all of the paperwork behind getting it sold, as well as everything that goes into bringing a car in for service from start to finish. But while that might surprise people, what we do often hear is how surprised they are at how easy we make things. So we do all that work behind the scenes so that they don't have to worry about those things. Mm-hmm. And so we're often happy to hear that people are surprised that we made the process so easy for them.
Yeah, I've bought a car and it's not easy.
No.
So, definitely it's, as a consumer, we appreciate it. So you have been a member of our community for life and you wear many hats. You have been a real estate agent and a speech language therapist. Tell us about that journey.
Yes, the real estate agent was a little more short-lived. I give most real estate agents out there a lot of credit. It was definitely not something I could kind of do on the side like I thought. So that was fairly short-lived. But yes, I've been a speech language therapist, pathologist for about 12 years now. And I love what I do. I'm still licensed and at this point kind of do a little bit of work here and there. But that was my full-time job for the longest time. I do hope to get back to it a little bit more on the side, a little bit here and there while we manage Dawson Motors, but it's definitely something that I love. It's a great way to connect with people in the community, to give back to them, to be a part of the school or hospital. So that's something that is important to me.
You joined the Chamber Board in 2024, and you actually reached out to us and said, hey, I'm interested. What about the Chamber appealed to you?
Well, my mother-in-law, Linda Dawson, was the president of the Chamber. And so before I started working at Dawson Motors, I knew that Linda was involved. She had hosted a couple of mixers at the shop, and I had been in attendance to them. I enjoyed them. So when I came on a little more full-time at the shop, I just felt like I liked the Chamber for on the surface level of networking, of meeting other people, business to business, but I kind of wanted to be a little bit more involved. I knew how involved she was, so I thought it was a great opportunity to get in there, be a part of the committee that kind of makes those decisions and puts on programs like that, and I'm really glad that I did it.
Yeah, we are too, because you're a huge asset to our board.
Thank you.
And what is something you would tell your younger self about running Dawson Motors?
I don't think my younger self would believe me that I am running an auto repair shop right now, but I would say that it's well worth it. I think the flexibility and the opportunity that it affords me, my husband, our family, are just something that I couldn't imagine my life without at the moment. So.
And you are deeply ingrained in the Warwick community. What are some of your favorite things about Warwick?
I love that you don't need to leave Warwick, especially, as a couple, as a family, whatever you want to do, you can do in Warwick. We can go out to dinner, we can go see live music, we can go to the park, we can just walk downtown. It's one of those things that no matter what you're in the mood for that day, you can do in Warwick, and that's just something that's really nice.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
When we come back to In the Valley, we'll take you inside a local organization making a difference. Check out a spot where the nights stay lively and take a quick trip back in time with a look at some retro tech.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy. It's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is being prepared for the journey ahead. Love doesn't let any concerns go unsaid. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax. It always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects.
Welcome back to In the Valley. In a world full of screens and social media, face-to-face interactions can sometimes feel like a thing of the past. But for residents in one local area, preserving that old sense of community is just a matter of knowing where to gather.
The Edenville General Store in Warwick opened its doors in 2014, sitting on a property that's been in the owner's family for over a century. Today, it serves as more than just a place to grab a sandwich. It's a place for the entire neighborhood to gather. For the owner, creating a space where everyone is accepted exactly as they are is the goal.
I want it to be a comfortable space for people to be able to come here with families and feel free to do what they need to do, whether they need to work or whether they need to let their kids run around and play. People like it because it's family friendly, and you can come here with dirty clothes on, concrete on your feet, sheetrock, dust all over you, mud all over you, doesn't matter. We accept everybody.
The staff working behind the counter sees firsthand how that welcoming environment keeps regulars coming back.
You're not going to go to another deli, another restaurant, another, place to go. You're going to go get milk. Nothing's going to be like this place because we have everything.
So we have a lot of regulars that come in, and there's a lot that we all just know. We all just know their names, and they're all so nice.
For the customers who walk through the doors, that combination offers an escape from the modern world and brings them back in time.
I love the fact that it's a throwback to another time. It's like something you would see in an old sitcom or an old movie.
So much interaction going on online, and so many people feeling that you can say whatever you want online with impunity. It makes for people to be meaner in some ways and tougher in some ways. And here you see people face to face, and you just hear them talk, you hear them sing, and it just brings people closer together.
Whether it's picking up some smoked foods, stepping up to a microphone on a Sunday night, or just stopping by to chat with neighbors, the Edenville General Store shows that no matter how different someone might be from you, everyone is welcome. For WVTV, I'm William Bowler. Back to you in the studio.
If you want to experience the music for yourself, the store hosts a free admission singer-songwriter showcase on the third Sunday of every month. They also host weekly activities such as tarot card readings and trivia games. You can check their social media pages to find the exact times for their upcoming events and daily hours. From live events to everyday interactions, local businesses are finding new ways to serve their communities. And in Florida, one thrift store is doing just that, while going far beyond what you might expect. We visited the space where community support is built into everything that they do.
Tucked away in the heart of Florida, New York, the Warwick Hope Chest is more than just a thrift store. It's a place where community comes together. Inside, every rack tells a story, and every item comes with a purpose.
Many people have lived here for years and they haven't been here. So once they come, they're amazed. Last week, actually, a woman said to me, this is not the usual thrift shop. And I said, well, what do you mean? She said, well, look at it. It's done very nicely. Everything is labeled, the racks and everything. And the people are nice, which I appreciated because we try. We try.
From the moment you walk in, that difference is clear. An organized, welcoming space filled with affordable finds for everyone.
Because things are hard for everybody. And a lot of folks have a hard time feeding their family, which is the truth, and it's unfortunate. So when we can help anybody here and they feel good about the clothing, we're happy.
It's pricing designed with the community in mind, and that mission extends beyond the racks. Through its free room, the Hope Chest provides clothing at no cost, offering support to anyone who needs it.
They literally have clothes and things for free. I've never seen a thrift like that. They might have $1 pieces, but not zero.
It's a simple idea, but one that can make a lasting impact.
Many people are struggling, and if that's just one less thing that they have to struggle with mentally, then I think that's so sweet and so amazing.
Beyond everyday clothing, the store also features a formal room filled with dresses and outfits for special occasions, and a dedicated men's section, making sure there's something here for everyone. But what truly sets the Hope Chest apart isn't just what's on the shelves.
It's really, special because it's such a tight-knit community. You see the same faces, and then when new faces show up, they're immediately welcomed and accepted and meet, one person 1 week, and then they'll come back 3 weeks later and they'll still talk to you about your life. They ask me how sports are going, if they accepted to college. It's very personal.
A place where customers become regulars, and regulars become family.
I guess they kind of don't expect how they could really talk to us, because most of the time in thrift areas it's very busy and they don't get to talk with people. So me and Mariana or whoever works from there we really love to talk with them and everything.
For many, it's not just about what they find.
The selection, it's pretty, it varies, and the prices are very affordable. You never know what you'll find.
It's about how it feels.
And it feels so nice and neat. It's clean, so you just feel good. You're somewhere that you're welcome. Everybody is.
At Warwick Hope Chest, every donation, every conversation, and every purchase helps give back, proving that sometimes the most valuable things you can find aren't the ones on the shelves. For Warwick Valley Television, I'm Elijah Carrick. Back to you in the studio.
Run entirely by volunteers, The organization continues to provide affordable clothing and a free clothing closet for those in need. As the Warwick Hope Chest continues to serve the community, it's clear that some things are built to last. Lately, that idea isn't just true for people, it's true for trends as well.
Today we're in Warwick asking people, specifically young people, what is Gen Z's obsession with old things? Like vintage clothes and old technology, things like that.
I think people like vintage stuff more nowadays because it's kind of reminiscent of what a lot of people experienced in their early childhood. Like for me, it's like older games, older consoles, and like cameras as well. That's just all stuff that you kind of saw as a kid that you didn't really get to interact with as much.
I feel like young people like older stuff because it kind of has like a certain charm to it that I feel like modern things kind of lack, and that a lot of newer stuff is a little overly modernized and overproduced to the point where it becomes really boring and basic, whereas old stuff kind of has a certain uniqueness to it that I feel like a lot of people like.
I think people in our generation like vintage clothes more because they are better quality.
For me, I'm obsessed with old cameras and old technology. I think that old cameras just have a look that modern day cameras can't achieve. With Warwick Valley Television, I'm Ryan Barnable, back to you in the studio.
Whether it's for the aesthetic or a break from constant notifications, it looks like old tech is finding new life with a new generation. That's all for this edition of In the Valley. We hope you felt a little luckier after celebrating, a little warmer as the season turns, and maybe even a little bit nostalgic along the way. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time as we continue to bring you stories that keep the valley growing green.